So I never react to Draymond Green news. He got ejected. Eye roll. Shouldn't have been. He's a defensive catalyst. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's the edge the Warriors need. He's the bouncer at the cool nightclub. He's tough. He's relentless. Steve Kerr has told people I know privately, his value at practice, his value on the flight, his value off the floor is even bigger than it is on the floor. I take the good with the bad, and I didn't think it was that bad. Sabonis is a pro wrestler writhing in pain. Oh, my gosh, he's always, oh, please. His dad played in the 90s. Sabonis is a tough guy. His dad was a tough guy. He knows what it's all about, and he grabbed Draymond's foot. Every dynasty's got a tough guy. I grew up in the 1970s. Maurice Lucas of the Blazers. Lonnie Shelton of the Sonics once got robbed at gunpoint, grabbed the guy's wrist and broke it and punched him and knocked him out. Michael Cooper of the Lakers. Look it up, by the way. Lambeer, Rodman. Udonis Haslem for the Heat. Every nightclub needs a bouncer. And most teams that win championships and become dynasties have great offensive players. Who's going to be the tough guy? Who's going to be the annoying guy? They do 30 for 30s on New York Knicks teams that never won a title. Why? Because they were artistic? They couldn't shoot. Even John Starks, a guard, couldn't shoot. But Starks was a tough guy. Anthony Mason was a tough guy. Charles Oakley was a tough guy. We do romanticizing about pro sports all the time. You always complain that the NFL is too soft. The quarterbacks can't even get hit. And we wish the NBA used to be like it was. The NBA used to be really damn physical. Draymond's one of the last guy who was an old school NBA player. He is a catalyst. He helps passing. He sets screens. Watch the offense. Watch the offense without Draymond Green. It comes to a halt. Who's setting the screens? Who's putting his butt out in his body? So I don't think, I mean, listen, if you look at what people romanticize about, you give them that. Some people just like to complain. Some people are just miserable. Like, this is what 80s basketball was. Draymond's the last vestige of it, and you're complaining about it. I love him. I think he's great. Yes, he works for my podcast company, but the reason I got him is because he's raw and authentic. By the way, Charles Barkley was an enforcer, and everybody loves Charles Barkley. By the way, I saw a story this week. You know who LeBron wants on the team and Anthony Davis? They want Draymond Green. Say what you will. When you're 25 years old, you don't understand. Every great team in my childhood, the Sixers had tough guys. The Sonics, the Blazers, the Bulls, the Lakers, the Pistons. You had to have one. It's like in hockey. Somebody has to protect Gretzky. Somebody has to protect the star. In the NBA, you've got to have an annoyance, a guy that's willing to give his body up. Sabonis is a tough guy. I covered his dad. He knows what the game's all about. You complain about the physicality of basketball. How? We're doing romanticizing 30 for 30s on a Knicks team that couldn't shoot. We're not doing it because they were pretty. We're doing it because they were tough. No problem at all. Thought the ejection was silly, and I cannot believe they'd throw him out of the series. That would be reckless by the commissioner. All right, let's talk about this. I've said before, and I've been saying this all season, I don't trust the Sixers. I know they're good, but after Embiid, who do I really trust? Well, playoff James Harden has surfaced. Through 2 games, 32% shooting, 15 a game, 4.5 turnovers, 0 free throws. This is why I don't trust him. Everybody always bangs on Paul George. Oh, playoff Paul. If playoff Paul has a bad shooting night, you get his defense and his rebounding and his length. If Harden has a bad shooting night, I don't even want to get into his defense. On his good night, he doesn't play it. 0 free throws in 2 games. Because as we've said for years, I think I was one of the first on this, you don't get the whistle in the playoffs. And so he's not as effective. And that's also coupled with this fact. Harden has always been a nightclub guy, a late night guy, not as committed guy. He's gotten in and out of shape guy. That's fine. But look at how fast he is eroded over the last 4 years. He has fallen off a cliff. There's a reason LeBron ages well and Brady ages well. Brady won't drink a beer in the season. Brady and LeBron take meticulous care of their body. James Harden never has. We've seen him in and out of shape. Literally, for our radio audience, he's gone from 47.8% shooting to 47 to 40, and this year 32. He's gone from 29 a game to 20 a game to 18 to this year, 5. His turnovers have gone from 3.8 to 3 to 4.2 to 4.5. He's aging really, really quickly. You bang on Paul George. He's a layered player. If Paul's not shooting well, and he often does in the playoffs, but if he doesn't, I get a lot of things. And the other thing is, with the Sixers, I love having a star. I love having Steph. But what's hurting the Warriors is Jordan Poole's giving them nothing. Wiggins is back off a 2-month hiatus. Klay Thompson wasn't very good last night. I love a star. But do you trust Maxey for the Sixers? He's 22. You know I don't trust Harden. Tobias Harris. Some nights he's great. Some nights he disappears. So this team, James Harden now, is a glorified role player with a shoe deal and lots of fashion. That's fine. That's okay. But if you're thinking he's going to be a number 2 in the playoffs, it's not happening. That's just not what he is anymore. And at this point, if you're relying on Harden in the postseason, shame on you. He's not a layered player. Even Westbrook, who I'm critical of, still brings relentless energy. Westbrook's in impeccable shape. Westbrook is a walking Red Bull, as I said yesterday. The other night he couldn't hit anything, 3 for 19. His rebounding, his ability to go vertically, bang around with bigger players, guard KD. Westbrook showed layers and layers that he can offer the team when he's not shooting well. That's right. Assists are nice. Rebounding, defense, score the ball. Assists are great, all right? And Chris Paul get you assists. Why the Suns lose game 1? Chris's offense vanished. You got to score points. These are the best players, the best coaches, the best schemes, the best defenses. I need points. Jason Tatum can give me 11 assists. You know what I'm going to need in a playoff series against Milwaukee? He's got to score 40 twice. If he scored 40 twice and had no assists, I'll sign up for it now. If he never scores over 30 but has double-digit assists, no thanks. Let Jalen pass. Let Marcus pass. Let Al Horford pass. Stars got to score points because their stars are scoring points. You got to make sure somebody besides Embiid can score points. Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.